We're back with another video, and today I'm going to be wearing that same gym fit from the last lift. I'm not gonna lie, I mess with this fit a lot. It's really comfortable. If y'all know where I got the shirt from, it's gonna be in the link in the description. Use code Antoine, obviously, before you buy it. Another thing that I want to talk about is something happened to it. I had it in my pocket, and when I went to go wash my clothes from yesterday, right, the same gym fit I wore yesterday, I had my mic and all that in there, right, in my pocket, and I forgot whenever I got done washing it, it was in a washer. So the clothes I wore yesterday, I had all that in there. So when I put in a dryer and I took it out, the mic was fine, like it's able to connect, but when you talking to it, you can't hear any sound. And obviously, because I had it in the washing machine, right? So it's broke now. But I don't really care. That mic was terrible anyway. People were even saying it sucked. But one thing that I'm really mad about is that how I'm going to be able to take out all the background noise. Because most of the time there will be music playing in the gym, right? And if there's music playing in the gym, I could get copyrighted a lot. And I could get some certain videos taken down because of the music in the background. So I don't know how I'm going to be able to do anything about that. That's definitely going to be like an issue that I'm going to have to fix, because I'm not trying to get copyrighted for something that I can't even control, I'm glad that we're getting stronger at such a quick amount of time, because lately I've been getting stronger every single week. Like, I feel like the thing is, every week I'm just seeing mad progression. Like, every week I'm getting stronger. Every week I'm pushing new weight. Every week I'm able to, push weights that I haven't even been able to push before. Sometimes, even when I'm not able to get stronger in a week, most of the time, not even most of the time, 100% of the time, if I don't get stronger in about a week, I'll be stronger about 2 to 3 weeks. So by the time that 2 to 3 week or 1 week is over, I'm going to be pushing new weights every time. So the more I keep progressing and getting stronger, everything that I am doing right now that's gotten me stronger at such a quick amount of time, the simple answer is, the most common sense I could think of, is just to copy exactly what I've been doing to get stronger. And the way I've been getting stronger is by the rep range I'm being in, the amount of sets I do, the amount of times that I train and master this movement. The more it just comes to mastering the movement. It just comes to doing it. The more you do the movement, the more you learn about the movement, the more stronger you're going to be at it. You're not going to be sitting there doing bench for like a whole year straight and not see any progress on bench. That's just impossible. It all comes down to what you're eating, how much you're eating, what else, sleep, etc. You could literally, it's like, even me, like, I literally could get 5-6 hours of sleep and be tired for the whole day, right? And I could show up to the gym and hit a PR still. So everybody work different, Not everybody's gonna have the same exact effects that you have. Like me, I could literally go like, a day where I just don't eat that much food, but I eat still. Like, I'll eat like yesterday, I ain't even eat that much. All I had was like 4 or 3 meals, but it wasn't really anything heavy, right? And I know today I'm going to be able to push some heavy weight. I ate something, medium before this lift. So, before this lift right here, right, I'm going to, of course I ate something. So before this lift, I ate some meals. I had some protein powder. So by the time we go in this gym to go lift, we're going to be able to push some heavy weight. We're definitely not hydrated though. So when we go to the gym, we're going to definitely get hydrated. Because I'm not finna lift without being hydrated. If you lift without being hydrated, you're going to feel extremely weak. So I'm going to get hydrated, and I'm going to do other things of that nature. One, 2 exercises that I just can't see myself doing a lot is deadlifts and flat bench. It's like every day I be having the urge to like, should I start flat benching? Should I start, deadlifting? I want to start doing that. It looks fun. It looks cool, right? But the thing is, when I actually do it, when I actually try those movements, it's just boring to me. It's like when I do flat bench, I don't really get a good chest pump that I want. When I do deadlifts, all I'm feeling is my lower back. I feel like deadlifts is more of like an ego exercise and not really much of a exercise that could really help me build a thicker back. And people say, doing deadlifts could help you build a thicker back, but, I feel like, yeah, that's possible. But we got pull-ups, we got rows, we got seated rows, we got barbell rows, we got mad exercises that are way better than deadlifts. So, yeah, I'm definitely not doing deadlifts. And flat bench, I could literally just do incline bench. Incline bench is better. It literally does your upper chest. And flat bench, it's honestly inferior than incline. So I'm sticking to my incline bench, and I'm honestly ignoring deadlifts. RDLs though, that's another exercise that I avoid too. Like, what's the point of doing RDLs when we got hamstring curls? Like, I don't get it. Why do people do it? But honestly, whenever I'm bored one day, I'll maybe do some RDLs if I'm bored one day. But most of the time, if you really want to build big hamstrings, there's so many. You can even use the worst exercise to build big hamstrings. People be overcomplicating things. Like, you could use the worst hamstring exercise you could even think of and still build massive hamstrings. But when it comes to the most simplest answer, what hamstring exercise should I use? Hamstring curls. It literally trains your whole hamstring in one machine. You can literally train your entire hamstring with just one exercise. So I'd rather do that. We're getting close. I'm gonna see y'all there. We just about to go crazy today. I just know we are. We gonna lift at Planet Fitness again, cause why not? Why not? One thing that I did not know that was right there. I never knew that was there. I walk past the same spot all the time, and I never knew there was a whole lot of water there. Never knew there was a big lake there at all. Like, I literally never knew that. It's gonna be pretty weird training without a mic, because usually, we were a couple days into using the mic, almost a month. We didn't even get through a month with using the mic. I already done broke the mic. So that's unfortunate. But honestly, this lift overall was very entertaining. Low-key one of my top lifts I ever had in like a long time. It was just something about it, the pump, the exercises, everything about it was just very fun, right? Fourth place literally didn't used to move that fast, so I already know we're getting pretty strong. As y'all know, if y'all go videos below this one, my max weighted dip is 225, and I'm going for that 315 pound weighted dip. It's gonna take me a few months, but I know I'm gonna hit it. I'm not even joking, I might be here for like literally 20-30 minutes right now. It's been like 10-15 minutes and people have been doing like 6 sets of bench, bro. I'm never going to be able to hit this bench press. I know I could have started off going for, a PR at the beginning, but at first when I started this, I ain't planning on going for a PR, but I was like, you know what, bump it, let's do it. So after this set, I end up going for a 1 rep max, and surprisingly, we end up hitting a weight that I didn't even think I was going to be able to hit on incline. We added 185 to the rack. That's all we will need. Let's go beyond failure. why did this dude try to spot me? That didn't make any sense to me. Alright, anyways, I was gonna, I was thinking about, 75 is like way too light for me to be doing dumbbell bench with, right? Cause y'all know I rep the 90s now, right? But I was like, you know what, bump it. Let's do a little high volume, exercise. Yes, I don't do high volume. Yes, I do low reps, high intensity beyond failure, right? But I was like, you know what? I want to do some dumbbell bench. So we end up picking up the 75s and we did some high reps. And I'll tell you this, that got my chest mad pumped up. It was pretty satisfying to do, but it was definitely a lot of volume. I like how random dudes go in the gym and they see me, training with intensity and like the support and spot. I love stuff like that because, it shows the amount of, support that people give you in the gym. Stuff like that just makes my training even more entertaining because, I could just be going beyond failure and I can't even pick up that weight no more. And it'll be that one guy that's, supportive and he wants to help me bring out more reps beyond failure so I could even go even past my limit. So obviously it was that one rep where I genuinely couldn't pick up that weight. That's, until failure. I always go until failure. I make sure on every exercise that I never, make sure I have at least one more rep in me. No, I'm making sure once I'm finished with that set, I genuinely can't even move that way an inch. That's how I feel with every single set, no matter what. I would never, have one more rep left in the tank. I'ma always finish off strong, right? So for him to, go and support me, it helped me be able to go do more reps than I could have done, myself. Cause I did, those reps myself, right? Perfectly fine. Once I got my last rep out, I couldn't even pick that weight no more. And of course he spotted me and I was able to do more. That set right there was just fun. The pump I got, it was outstanding. That's all I'm gonna say. It was just outstanding. Overall, the pump was honestly a 10 out of 10. I enjoyed the lift. It was pretty good. But obviously we're not done yet. But I'm just gonna sit here and take a moment and just think like, wow, the pump we got today is perfect. I don't even think I've even found, I don't even think I've had a pump like this in a long time. Like I had some good pumps, but the type of pump I got in this lift today was just extraordinary. Cause I usually don't get pumps like this. Y'all know we always gonna start the back day off with some weighted pull-ups. I was like, you know what, let's do 90 pounds today. Cause y'all already know my max weighted pull-up is 110. So I was like, let's do 90 pounds and let's go slow and control with some heavy weight, right? I ended up doing some good reps here. During the end, I was going, I would say lip on the bar. Not my actual lip, obviously, touching the bar, but my lift width of the bar, like that was how my depth was when I was doing the pull-ups at the last couple reps. And at the first reps were neck above the bar. I like to always make sure I go as high as I can with pull-ups. Even then, I make sure I want to go really slow and have perfect form. No matter what weight I'm using, I'm always going to have, that form where I'm going very slow and controlled and perfect. I never want to have sloppy form with none of the exercises I'm doing. That's just the goal. Even with any weight, like let's say if I'm trying to go for a PR, I'm never gonna, arch my back too much to the point where my butt is off the seat to go for a PR. I'm gonna have that perfect strict form. If I don't have perfect strict form doing a PR, then it obviously doesn't count. Cause if you're, taking your butt off the seat doing a flat bench PR, I wouldn't even call that a PR. I would just call that, an ego lift, right? But yeah, like any exercises that I'm planning on ever going for a PR on, I always make sure I just have outstanding form. And once I hit that PR, the whole you know, the whole last 2 sets after that will just be perfect form with, you know, obviously that 4 to 6 rep range, 5 to 6 rep range, 6 to 8 rep range, or that 3 to 5 rep range. Those are my rep ranges. Y'all already know that already. I'll be explaining that in the videos. I'll be saying I do low volume, high intensity. Y'all know this is what we do, right? So honestly, I'll give this lift a good 10 out of 10. It was very entertaining. This exercise right here, it feels a lot different than the one at the Move Fitness, the one that that other gym that I go to that have obviously all the free weight, etc. This machine definitely felt heavier than that one, but that's because obviously you see they're both side to side, so you know it's gonna feel heavy for sure. It wasn't like the other machine where I'm doing 1 stack. I was doing 2 stacks at once, so obviously that's gonna feel heavier. This back pump was crazy. I didn't really expect the pump to be this good, but it came out well. And I left this lift knowing that I did enough, knowing that I went crazy, knowing that I went in here and gave it my all. So I know I went in here today knowing that I'm not a failure because I went crazy on every single set.